dominated by some certain action of people. They call it humanist. The human perspective in our culture today is hurting the society. The reason being is that humanists believe humans are the final authority. They are the hope and the solution of the world and life that we live in. Humanists. They believe in strength, human wisdom. Human can do this. Human can solve this problem. Humanists don't believe God exists. Humanists, they believe in the intelligence of people, the creativity of human, what they can do, what they can produce, what they can cultivate, and what they can bring to existence. Humanists do not believe that God helps. Humanists don't know that God has the power to answer prayer. Humanists do not believe God intervention. They don't believe God can protect us. Humanists believe only on human intellect, human knowledge, human ability, human answer. They don't believe God can answer prayer. And this is the challenge. The dominant force, dominant perspective on our earth existence today. It's not something that we have to look left and right. Humanist is a very strong force that we face in the world today. It eats straight to the Christendom. It eats into Christianity. That you see some Christians will begin to feel that they have to do this to be successful. They don't rely anymore on God. It's the enemy force that the enemy creates to destroy the children of God. That is why you see this church empty today. Not that people don't know the church exists or today's service. They know very well. But because they don't trust God, they don't believe God can provide their need for today. They want to make sure they use their human strength to work hard to provide for their family. They don't believe in the miracle of God. You see, we are not trying to bring this to condemn, but we don't want to be naive to think that the church is not constantly in danger on these philosophies. Yes, the church is in danger because we have seen a lot of things happening around us. And that also brings to the point of trusting God. Fully trusting, we sing in song. Fully to trust God beyond our imagination. It's going to be only when we trust God in that manner, because God is looking in our heart. He doesn't look at circumstances and challenge that we face, because what challenge we face is so small in God's eye. I'm talking to myself as well, brothers and sisters. The problem that we have is so tiny that God is just looking at the heart. Our heart. What influence will the humanists bring to dominate our conscience? When you realize that you don't have money to pay your bills, and you know at that point you have to go to work and work so hours in order to get paid. And God has to bring a trial on your way. So choose who you're going to serve today. You're going to serve your job. And God brought a trial in front of you. Said service is on Wednesday. I need you to go to service and worship me. And we are looking at the point whereby we cannot pay the bills for the month, or pay our mortgage for the month, or pay our car notes for the month, or pay our child's school fees for the month. And we see a big gap. And that is where the humanists come into play. That we're going to begin to look back to ourselves. I'm human. If I don't go to work, I'm not going to get it. But God is bringing a trial in front of us to see who we're going to serve today. Brothers and sisters, this is eating deep. The influence by this dominant philosophy is eating deep into the church. And it's the only thing that who does this is the enemy. It's not you, it's not me. It's the enemy, because he's creating every opportunity to bring the children of God to hell in order to shame God, in order to laugh that, look, God, you were thinking these are your children, they don't even trust in you. Look at, you want them to come and worship you. Look at the empty chairs that we have in the church. You call them your children. They have to work to earn their living. They have to pay their bills. They have to put food on the table. They have children. They have grandchildren. They have relatives. They have this. They have to take care of this. Money is not going to fly from heaven. It's not manna. The enemy will bring all this to play in the life of the children of God. Brothers and sisters, this word is not coming to condemn us. This word can only come to alert us, to make us to pay attention of the tricks of the enemy, where the enemy is taking us to, for us to continue to stand firm with God's word. If God is with us, who can be against us? And God today said, because you have known me, because thou hast met the Lord, why do we have to be afraid? We feel secure. We feel refreshed each time we come to his presence. Why is the enemy doing this? Why is he bringing humanists to believe humans are the final solution to their problem, to their existence, to put food on the table? Whereas we know human cannot give us air. As a matter of fact, the air the human gives us in a tank is thousands of, if they want to give for 1 year, you have to pay thousands of dollars. The air for them to give you the breath. But God is giving us free. We are sitting down in here. We don't see pipes coming into this place to supply air, but we are breathing it free. How can the enemy be able to trick us not to understand the handwork of God, the power of God in our life? Look at nights. The day comes. The enemy will never give you none of this. The enemy can never give us any kind of blessing God is giving us. So the danger for us is to put so many qualifiers, I call it to qualify. And when you try to qualify, yes, but we have to work hard. But look at the situation. When that bet comes, it become a point of discussion. It become you allow the enemy to synthesize, come in for argument. You bring a lawyer, you bring yourself lawyer, you bring yourself judge. He said, judge these people. Enemy is not going to judge us. It's not going to give us a right judge. It's not going to give us the right judgment. It's going to deceive us.